Hi everybody, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I am just really talking about the new Skybound Entertainment Transformers comic. We're at issue 6 right now. This is their new Energon Universe. It's very G1 based. If you don't know, which you probably do know because it's been very popular, I'm like slow on this. Skybound Entertainment is an imprint of Image Comics. It's run by Daniel Warren Johnson, who I think is like the CEO as well as like the main writer and author. And if you don't know Daniel Warren Johnson's work, he's big in the comics industry. Walking Dead. I mean, he does some really incredible and beautiful art. And yeah, this we've got 6 issues. The reason I want to do this video now is because the trade back is coming out in May. So about a month from now, you'll be able to get the first 6 issues. If you don't have them already, you'll be able to get them collected into a trade back. And I think that's really important if you are interested to support the comic because I think it's really good. It's very different from IDW. This is coming from, I guess for context, I got into Transformers comics in the IDW wave, probably like halfway through phase 1. Really big IDW fan, loved it. But they're doing something very different here in the Skybound comics, and I really enjoy it. It is, like we said, I mean, look at this Optimus. It is very, very G1. Here's Starscream. Like, here's issue 2's cover. Here's number 3's cover. You know, we're getting all the classic G1 characters that we'd want. But in addition to that, I mean, look at this. This is just some very beautiful art. And the two things that I think Skybound Entertainment is doing uniquely well, that is not done as well in the other comics, is it gives the Transformers, the Cybertronians, a very real sense of scale throughout the entire run so far. And then just the dynamic art. I think that in certain aspects, IDW did really cool fight scenes and really cool splash pages and things like that. But one, like scenes like this help set up, you know, how big these Cybertronians are. In addition, like the art that I'm talking about, like I think the authors and the artists are big fans of wrestling, so we get some awesome images of the Transformers just dunking on each other in wrestling moves, which I really appreciate. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. This whereas IDW, I felt like, was trying to tell a more sophisticated character-driven story, there is still that sort of character story here, but it's less subtle, which is not better but different. And it allows for a much more like the 80s cartoon feel, which I really appreciate. This feels like essentially a comic book remake of the 1984 G1 cartoon. These are really heavily inspired by that style and the Marvel comic style, I'd say. Kind of successors to that. But yeah, we get like awesome images like this. In terms of characters and stuff, human side, we have the Witwickies again. We have the G1 Autobot crew, although the focus is a little different in terms of which characters we are focusing on. I don't want to spoil too much if you haven't read them. I want you to enjoy it for the first time. Go buy it. Go check out your local comic shop if you've got one, or buy them online. The issues are still in print. They've done reprints because of how popular it's been. So go check it out, or wait for the trade back if you're, being budget conscious. We've got, Soundwave just like face kicking Optimus Prime is great. Just shots like this, it's just so much fun. You've probably seen some iconic, like, memeable images already. The big one being, obviously, Optimus Prime gets Megatron's cannon on his arm. He gets, essentially, Megatron's arm. That sort of thing. But again, just, like, great use of color, great use of space, wonderful line work. It's really, really good. Devastator. This is, like, the latest issue, issue 6. Just swinging Optimus Prime around. Again, really just like, especially like looking at like Devastator here as he's like swinging around, just I think that goes to show the artist's like understanding of dynamic anatomy and how to dramatize motion in a still frame. It's really, really good. This is going to be a short video. It's basically just me gushing about this comic, and I'll tell you why in a second. The other thing that I think this comic did that IDW tried to do but was less successful is it does make humans like small and weak by comparison to the Cybertronians. I mean, the Decepticons really, they mess some dudes up in a great way. I mean, here, like, Skywarp just, like, kicking, like, that's death. Those guys are dead now. It's great. I mean, it helps, right? It plays up the villainy of the Decepticons, as well as show how powerful and dangerous they are. And in contrast to that, we have this great scene, which I think has been shared all over the internet and Reddit and stuff. Optimus Prime, like, observing Earth's beauty. So far, Optimus Prime has absolutely been, like, the main character. Him, Ratchet, Cliffjumper to some lesser extent, but really it's been the Optimus Prime show for the first 6 issues. And I don't think that's a bad way to go for it. But he realizes how fragile things are on Earth, which is really funny to me because deer, like in the area I live in, deer are stupid as hell. They run into cars all the time. But like, yeah, like it makes sense that a dumbass deer is running through the forest and Optimus Prime accidentally steps on him. But his reaction, again, I think helps show that I feel like they understand the themes that make Optimus Prime a great character. This is not the Bayverse kill 'em all Optimus Prime. This is a compassionate, careful Optimus Prime who wants to live in harmony with whatever world he finds him in and respects the sanctity of life that I really, really appreciate. He has this great conversation, and I'm not going to get into details with it, but he has this great conversation with Spark Witwicky. Again, like all this video is 5 minutes, 7 minutes of me just talking about how good this comic is. Again, I'm encouraging you to go check it out. Go to your comic book store, pick up some issues if you're interested and you want to read it now. Go to your comic store and pre-order the paperback that's coming out in May. I think I'm going to grab the first year's worth of issues, 12 in individual comic book form, and then I might stick to paperbacks just for budget reasons. But it's really, really good. I honestly, this week, I've run out of Transformers to review. I was thinking about next week what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about going back, and let me know in the comments if you'd prefer, going back to look at some older toys, especially stuff that's getting redone in Legacy United, I think would be kind of cool. Or, and I still haven't opened this, if I can find time this week, I want to play more of the deck builder game. Checking out, what is this one? This one is A Rising Darkness, and I don't know the order here. I've got that expansion, and then I've got the Infiltration Protocol. Whichever one of these is next to do like 2 weeks of the deck builder review. Or go back to look at some old toys, or if something new arrives, I think I've just got a bunch of stuff pre-ordered, then I'll review that. But yeah, just want to do a quick little talk just about how much I enjoyed the Skybound Entertainment comics. Again, highly recommend you check them out. They're really, really great. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye, everybody.